Okay, baby, we're back. It's Alanna. It's a recipe for crazy. I am outside of my mom's house right now, laying on a chaise lounge. It's about noon. My mom is inside watching baby reindeer. You are going to have to deal with the ambiance, okay? There's birds chirping, dogs barking. It is what it is. This is where I feel comfortable. I'm at peace here. And I want to give you my best self for my episode back. You know, it's been a while. It's been a long time. And you know what? We have a lot to discuss. First of all, you heard it here first. Did I not tell you Gary and Teresa from Golden Bachelorette are breaking up? I did, okay? Mark my words. When I say something, listen to me. I've never told you a lie, all right? One thing about me, I don't lie. I do lie. I mean, everybody lies. Who doesn't lie? I mean, if someone is like, oh my God, I feel so fat, and they are fat, I'm going to be like, oh my God, you're so skinny. I lie, obviously, to help people, not to hurt them. Sometimes to hurt them. Anyways, I mostly tell the truth. We're back. We have a lot to talk about in terms of me, if that's why you're here, if you want to hear about my life, which I'm assuming you do because you're listening. So let's get to it. Instagram has been popping off for me lately. First of all, TikTok can literally eat a dick and die. I don't care. They are embarrassing me, and I'm 2 seconds from deleting my entire fucking account because how dare you? I bleed for you bitches. Hold on. I bleed for you. I bled for you. Okay, blood, sweat, and tears. And now you have the audacity to give me like 1,000 views. Like, I literally will kill you. I will fly to China and murder you all one by one at HQ. I will show up to HQ and kill you. Anyways, Instagram has been doing good, which I appreciate. I love you guys for participating in the madness. What is with men on the internet who feel the need to defend their species? Like, listen, men, you've done enough. It's women's time. It's our time to shine. If we want to say you guys are disgusting and you all cheat, we have the right, okay? You guys beat us in the 50s, okay? Like, literally beat us down with your fists, and we couldn't even fucking vote, okay? Anyone who has been oppressed in the last 100 years has the right to tear down the patriarchy, okay? If you're a white male in this world, I'm sorry, but it's not your time. You know what time it is for you? It's time to fucking shut up. But on that note, I love men. Like, I actually really do love men, and it's sick and disgusting, and I wish I didn't. I wish I hated men. It's like my dream to not like men and be a lesbian, but sadly, vaginas disgust me. I spend an unholy amount of time making sure my own personal vagina is perfect because vaginas disgust me so much. But if I could lick a vagina and like be into like boobs, I would totally be twisting titties all day, but I just cannot, and it's horrible. And I like men, and I just like everything about them. Just everything they do is just like so cute, and I just love it. Maybe because I have a crush on somebody right now. Okay, we'll get to that. It's scary, and I want to throw up and shoot myself in the head because I am so scared of liking anybody. You know, I've been avoiding it desperately and finding all the faults. It's like the faults in our stars. I've been finding the faults in men because, God forbid, I fall in love again. We all know how that went last time. Okay, let's talk about my dating life lately. I've gone on 3 dates since I've been in Florida. 3 actual dates. None of which that I have discussed in my podcast because around the time I went on the first date, I stopped recording. So let's go back in time for a moment. I went on a date with this man, okay? 30 years old, 4 years younger than me, tall, boat captain, chill vibes. First of all, something I realized, I do not want to date another influencer or comedian or anything of the sort. I've dated people who have some type of celebrity. I've done that whole thing. I'm not into it. I want a low-key person. I see myself a low-key person because in my heart of hearts, I am low-key. Even though I have a mouthpiece on me and I love to go on the internet and just like rile the people up, I am low-key. And I don't want to be with a person who likes to go on the internet and blast their life off. If I was not doing what I do prior to this whole Instagram, TikTok life that I have, I was like a hermit as far as the internet. I mean, okay, let's be honest. There were periods of my life where I was, you know, being a little extra on the internet. But for the most part, I'm pretty tame. I haven't been recording, and I just like had the best intro, and now I want to kill myself. Let's discuss. I was on fire and I wasn't even recording. Okay, let's try to relight the flame. I have gone on 3 dates since I've been in Florida. As y'all know, I'm in Florida, spending time with family, making do. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm here. I'm not queer. Get used to it. Okay. So I went on 3 dates. Let me go into them all. First date I went on, blonde, tall, totally my type. You know, I like a pointy face, an evil Prince Charming type man, someone who's like an evil villain type. I went on a date with this guy. He was so fucking boring. It was like watching paint dry, this date. It was horrible. It was horrifying. We kissed, whatever. It was fine. Nothing crazy. It was like a mutual understanding that like we didn't vibe. And it was just like, okay, peace out. Bye. Went on another date. Y'all heard about that one. Okay. If you're on my page, you know, you heard this man tried to murder me. Let's get into it. So first of all, when I posted that video talking about how I could like go for a UTI right now, like I'm not kidding. Like I would love to wake up one day and my pee is burning because I had so much incredible sex. Like I have not had good sex in so long. I haven't even had sex since September. Like it is the Sahara Desert in my pants right now. It is so boring. And yeah, I could just go for something fun, but also I'm not a hoe. As much as I would love to be a hoe, my hoe days are over. And I would just like to be with somebody. Like that sounds nice. Someone who makes sense. I'm not going to just, I've waited this long. I'm 34 years old. I'm not going to just settle down with the next person who walks into my life. If I'm going to commit time to you and be with you, it's because I actually like you and see a future with you and not because I'm trying to have your child because I want to have a child. Like I want everything is what I realized. Actually, what I realized, I was thinking about this. Like if a guy were to ask me, what are you looking for? My response is everything. I want it all. I've had relationships where on paper, everything was good. We matched emotionally, mentally, and we didn't fight and it was good. We communicated well, but the sex was terrible. And then I've had relationships where the sex was incredible, but it was completely toxic. I want a relationship where it's both. I want to match mentally, emotionally, and physically. And I feel like that's not a lot to ask. Maybe it is. And I know for all the people who are listening who like have kids, I know that you end up hating them no matter what. I've heard all the stories. I know social media is a fucking lie. The more you post about how much you love somebody on the internet, in reality, you guys literally want to kill each other. There's a bird chirping like nobody else's fucking business. I'm about to get the fuck up, walk over to it, and strangle the little thing. Although I probably shouldn't say that because I have a history with birds. Why don't we tell that story? We'll get to that in a minute. If you pay attention to my page, you know what I'm talking about. You know, there's a lot of people that are charitable out there. I would like to consider myself one of them. I'm a philanthropist. Why? Because I went on a date with somebody and I would like to claim it on my fucking taxes because it was the worst date of my life. And I feel like it was an act of kindness on my end. Okay. I want you to consider this a cautionary tale, what I'm about to tell you, because it was horrible. So it's very difficult to date in Florida because everybody looks like they just inhaled a fucking industrial size bag of bath salts. Anyway, second date that I went on with some other dude. Met online. Banter was really solid. And we FaceTime before the date because I was freaking out because, you know, I didn't have any chemistry with the last guy. I didn't want to waste an evening. I don't want to waste 5 minutes of my time in a space where I'm not having fun. So I was like, let me FaceTime the guy. The guy got very sexual on the FaceTime, like already right off the jump. But as I mentioned, the whole UTI would love to wake up my pee burns. I was like, okay, maybe I could get into this. Maybe it could just be like a fun thing. I don't know. I was like giving him a chance. And he told me he was like a good kisser and that he could tell I was a good kisser. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm a fucking good kisser anymore. I haven't kissed anybody. Like, I don't, you know, you don't use it, you lose it. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. It doesn't matter if one person told you you're a good kisser. You might not be a good kisser from somebody else. So chill your fucking grill. Anyways, this guy talked a big game. I'm thinking this guy has big balls, okay? 6'5", whatever. I go in the car and like instantly I felt such little dick energy. This guy was like a fucking turtle. He was like dying to get back in his shell. I could just tell he was uncomfortable in his own skin. I could feel his insecurity and it was just such a turnoff. I don't feel like I'm outside of anybody's league aesthetically or anything. I don't think like that necessarily, but he was treating me like I was outside of his league and not in a way that's like cute. It was more like he was trying to bring me down. And I noticed in our conversations that I was subduing myself. I was like making my life and things about myself seem less interesting because I could tell he was insecure. I could feel his insecurity. And I was just like dulling my personality, which I didn't like. So it was fine. I was like, I'm going to make do. I'm going to do this. You know, let's not be quick to judge, Alanna. Let's not be quick to judge. Let's give this guy a chance. He takes me to this taco truck. It's actually kind of cute. It's called Tacos El Carbone. I don't know how to fucking say it. And there's like music playing. It's a vibe. There's picnic tables outside. People are sitting and eating. It's cute. He orders us food. I get a beer. We're sitting. We're talking. Okay. The thing about me when I meet men for the first time is I am internally ripping you apart. I really can't help it. And I wish I did not do this to people, but you should really think about every single move that you make. And I wish this guy would have done that because he seriously wasn't. It was like he was eating by himself. I swear to God, we were eating tacos. Were they spicy? Yeah, a little bit, but it wasn't like fucking pour whole milk over your body because it's so spicy. It's not like hot ones where like people are like coughing and like gasping for air. Like it was like there's a little spice, okay? But this guy's nose is running. He's sticking like tissues up there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Is this guy, does he need to go to the hospital? Okay, now when I say this to you, I want you to understand that this guy, if anyone else saw him, he was acting totally normal. But to me, touching your nose, acknowledging that you excrete any type of fluid whatsoever when you first meet me is seriously disgusting. I don't want to know anything about your body at all. I would like for you to act as if you're like a mannequin. I don't know. I just can't handle things like that. It really, everything he was doing was grossing me out. I don't even like to go out on dates and have food with people on the first date. I really don't. It's out of my character. My sister was like, when I told her I don't like to go out to eat with people when I first meet them, she interpreted that as like, oh, so guys don't want to take you out to dinner. I was like, no, sweetie, listen. Guys would love to take me out to dinner. That's not the problem. I don't want to see you eat because one day I would like to have sex again. And prior to that, I need you to seem like you're not human. There's something wrong with me, okay? Like, for instance, I went on a date with this guy a while ago, and he was forcing me to go on this date. Like, called me a black car to come pick me up, bring me to this nice-ass restaurant in Newport Beach, California, on the water. Sitting there, I agreed to an appetizer, and then he tried to order entrees, and I literally shut his ass down. I was like, no, I gotta go somewhere tomorrow. I really did, actually. I was like, I have a flight tomorrow. I can't. And he's like, I'm really hungry. I was like, sorry, buddy. Ain't happening. I'm not, like, I'm doing this for you. I'm literally doing this for you. If you want to get my pants, do not eat in front of me. Like, literally don't. I don't want to see your mouth move like that. I really, really don't. I can't see food moving around in your mouth like a fucking washing machine with a window where you can see everything happening. That's disgusting. Anyways, this guy was like really grossing me out with that. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to let it go. You're going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. We get in the car. We're driving. All of a sudden, his phone rings. Okay. He answers the phone. It's his boss. I can hear the boss on the other end. I feel like that's important to note. His boss starts yelling at him. Like, actually, like, you get in trouble with the boss and sometimes you're like, oh, you know, they're professional. This guy was just like, like, he was like freaking out. And this guy that I'm on a date with literally had his tail between his legs. And he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I fucked up. And I hear the boss say, yeah, you fucked up. And I was horrified. Like, I had secondhand embarrassment so bad. And he's like, listen, like, you know, I'll go to the office right now. I'll fix it right now. I have no idea what the fuck's going on at this point. I'll go back. I'll fix it right now. I'm thinking, you're going to go fix it right now? You're on a date with somebody. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe this is like his out, you know, like maybe he like doesn't like me. This is perfect. He had someone, he planned it, like his friend's going to call him and pretend he's his boss. He's going to get the fuck out of there. And I was like, okay, great. Cause I would love to get the fuck out of here. Like, all I'm thinking about is going home and playing with my niece's nephew. Like, that's the literal only thing I want to do right now. So that would be great if he orchestrated something like that. I would probably like him more. In fact, he gets off the phone and he tells me, I have to go to my office. We're going to have to go. We are going to have to go to your office? Who is we? Me, you. me, I'm going to have to go to your office. Obviously, I'm putting on a show for this man. These are my inner thoughts. This is not how I act around people, okay? I'm like, okay, no problem. Like, what's going on? Your boss sounds like a real asshole. He's like, well, something with payroll. I don't know. People had to get paid. He fucked up the payroll. He had to go reprint checks. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go. We're going. You know, I'm dancing like a monkey, trying to like make conversation with this guy. And the conversation is not flowing. Like, I felt like I was back at The Bachelor. Like being paid to interview someone, like literally having to sit next to someone and force conversation and force them to tell me about themselves. I'm like, why wouldn't this guy take the opportunity to just like bring me home and go do his job? Like, do you really want me to go do this? Like, this is so fucking annoying. So I go with him. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to get to sit in the car. He's going to go and I'm going to get to talk shit on my phone. No, he wants me to come inside his office with him. Are you fucking serious, dude? Okay. I go inside the office with him. I'm sitting there. I'm fucking feverishly texting my sister and my cousin. Like, what the fuck is going on? I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is horrible. Like, what is going on? Like, this is such little dick energy. I'm like, I know. Like, why am I at your job right now? Why am I sitting in a cubicle as you reprint checks on our first date? Like, sir, you're not married. You don't have kids. Your job is already getting in the way on a first date. Like, this is insane. I understand things happen to people, but like, I don't know. It's just like, also, why did I have to hear that? Like, why did I have to hear that phone conversation? Couldn't you have like, I don't know, not answered the phone and then like texted the guy, waited till we got to the gas station and called him back? Like, did this girl that you're interested in sexually, romantically, have to hear your balls shrivel up and go back inside of your body? Do you think that's something that would turn me on? I don't know. So anyways, we go to this fucking thing. I am so ready to go home, but I'm like, whatever, I'll do this. I've asked this guy a million questions at this point, and I was like, oh, tell me something about yourself. And he's like, what do you want to know? And I was like, I don't know anything. I mean, I've literally told this man my whole fucking life story because I'm running out of shit. I've asked you questions. I'm like literally dancing like a fucking monkey. Just fucking say something. Just fucking do something. I don't know. Like, he's like, well, clearly there's something you want to know. I'm like, literally, dude, there is absolutely nothing I want to know about you. All I would like to know is how much gas is in your car and can we nonstop get from this parking lot to my house so I can go home and cuddle up with a child who is way more interesting than you. I knew at some point I was going to have to kiss this guy. And I was like, oh God, okay. He kisses me and oh my God, this is like so uncomfortable to even talk about. It's so weird to even talk about because I hate him. He, starts kissing me and like this guy put his full pussy into it. Okay. Like, okay. When we were on the phone FaceTiming, he was like basically telling me that he's like dominant in bed. And I'm like, okay, yeah. What else is new? I felt like he was trying to convey that via kissing me. The man literally tried to murder me. Like, I'm not kidding. It was like the Scranton Strangler. Like the guy was trying to strangle me to death. I'm like, first of all, this is a first date. I'm down with this shit. It's like, you want to dominate me? You want to get freaky? You want to tie me up? I could get into it. I could be down. But like on the first date, you're trying to choke my ass out. Like what gives? And you're pulling my hair. First of all, sir, I have extensions in my hair and I haven't even moved them up in fucking 6 or 8 months. And if you're a girl and you've had sew-in extensions, you know the struggle. You literally could double dutch through that shit. Sir, do not touch my hair. I did not give you the authority to go there. Or choke me. And he was like heavily choking me. It wasn't like a light, like, let me put my hand on your throat, like, caress. No, ma'am. It was a full-on choke out. Horrifying. I'm like, am I about to die on this beach? Like, is this man about to fucking strangle me? Like, what is happening? Dude, like, I get it. You're kinky. Like, okay, whoa, revolutionary. But like, on the first fucking date, you're already going to try and like, I don't know. Like, and there wasn't even a vibe there. Like, listen, if there was a vibe, I'd let you fucking twist my nipple and shit. There's no vibe. And are you not picking up on that? I guess not. He's like, do you want to go back to my house? Do I want to go back to your house? I would sooner put a gun to my head. Okay? I would sooner put a fucking gun to my head. I would fucking pour lighter fluid over my body and light myself on fire before I went back to your fucking 2-bedroom apartment that you share with a roommate in Boynton Beach, Florida. I can't. I'm sorry. Like, you're 35. You're 35 years old. Where's your house? Meanwhile, I'm homeless, no car. But I'm here to judge, always. Drops him back at my house. I couldn't have run inside my sister's house faster. And that was that. Then my sister and I ate a bunch of chocolate, mushroom chocolate, got stoned, and talked shit about everybody on the planet. It was so fun and amazing. And we were up all night talking. So that was my night. I'm sweating my ass off right now. I'm drinking a Starbucks outside and my legs are getting bronzed up, baby. Okay, I just want to speed through those dates because I want to get to the good date. And God forbid he's listening to this because I will jump off a building if he is. But, if he is, this is life. This is what I do. What am I going to do? I'm not dulling my personality. This is who I am. This is what I love to do. I like to podcast. I like to talk. And so, sir, if you want to jump on this train, this is how it moves. This is how we operate. Choo choo, baby. Let's go. So, match with this guy on Hinge. Okay. Not usually my physical type. I tend to go for the blondies. I don't know why. Banter was solid. When he initially started messaging me on Hinge, I was like babysitting. I was doing 100 things. So when he was attempting to be funny and make jokes, I wasn't receiving it because my head was a million places. And then I realized, I went back and read it later and I was like, oh my God, this motherfucker is funny. Like, that's cute. Texted. I told him the whole story with the choking guy. I was like, this guy tried to murder me. I don't want to waste any time building up an idea of you in my head before meeting. So I just want to get to meeting. I want to meet ASAP. And he's like, all right, do you want to meet tonight? And I was like, well, I'm busy this weekend. And he's like, oh, well, you said you wanted to meet. So when do you want to meet? And he kept trying to make things and I was busy. AKA, I need to go get my hair done and my nails done. I need to get right for this date. Hello, I'm not going to show up looking like a freaking psychopath. I need to get my shit in check. I need to look good. I need to smell good. I need to be good. I needed time to do that. I wasn't in a physical place to meet anybody new. So we scheduled it for Monday night. I was like, yeah, I don't have a car. You're going to have to pick me up. He picks me up from my sister's house. My sister, my nephew, and I are inside, snickering, laughing, waiting for him to pull up. The question was, is he going to come to the door? Because that is man energy. That's alpha energy. A guy that gives no fucks, that will walk out of his car, come to the door, knock, and say, I'm here for Alanna. That's sexy. Okay. He pulls up. My nephew's looking out the window what is he doing? Okay. Is he coming out of the car? Is he doing this? He's giving us the play-by-play. And then he's like, wait, I think he's on to me. And he ducks and hides. We're laughing hysterically. He texts me and he's like, ma'am, which was my cue. I was like, I guess I gotta fucking come out of the fucking door and go in there. I go outside. He comes out and opens the door. So cute. I liked his energy immediately. The second I got in the car, I felt really comfortable and at ease. And we were already joking and laughing. And I told him what my nephew was doing inside. And he's like, oh, should I have come to the door? Did I fuck up? And I was like, yeah, you fucked up. But he was so cute. I loved it. And it was just very easy. And I kind of felt like I've known this guy. I didn't feel weird or uncomfortable at all. I showed him my Instagram. I told him all this stuff. I gave him the play-by-play of everything that's happened last year, just everything with my ex and the whole story and the things I found. And that is just so fucking hard. See, if I was dating normally and I didn't have this Instagram persona and these Reddit threads about me and articles, I wouldn't bring this up. I wouldn't trauma dump on a person the second I meet them. That is not who I am. I will save that fun stuff for later. But I feel like I have to, especially if I like someone, I feel like I have to explain to them the situation, because if they were to, if he were to go online and Google me, he would just see all this stuff. There's mixed reviews about me online because, as y'all know, when my ex posted that caption, I kind of went off the deep end. I got a little crazy. I got a little manic. I was posting stories like no one else's business. And not y'all, because people who regularly listen, I know that we're on the same wavelength, but people who don't know me and follow were kind of turned off and this bitch is crazy. Yes, I am crazy, but I'm actually not. I'm crazy, but I'm self-aware, which is good. It's if you're crazy, as long as you have self-awareness, I feel like you can make it in life, because you know what you're doing and you can explain it rationally. If you're just fucking crazy and you're getting just in all kinds of heaps of trouble, you're kind of fucked. Have a little self-awareness if you're going to be a crazy bitch. It's like important. If you're crazy, you need to have good sex and you need to be self-aware. Those are like the two things you need to have as a crazy bitch. So anyways, I gave him the whole thing. I didn't spare any details. And after I told him, he looked really sympathetic. And I asked, like, what do you think about all of that? Everything I just said. And he's like, I just kind of feel bad for you. Like, I feel like I just want to give you a hug. And I literally like almost shed a little tear when he said that. It was just really sweet. I felt like he understood, I guess. I don't know. It was really sweet. Okay, this is where the crazy bitch comes in. I'm going to tell you. Okay. So I wake up the next day. He hasn't texted me around noon. I was with my sister. Her AC broke. We're outside. We're sweating our asses off. And I'm like, this motherfucker hasn't even texted me yet. He hates me. He doesn't like me. Whatever, that's fine. I don't care. Just tell me, okay? I don't need the runaround, okay? I like people being straight up. If you don't like me, that's fine. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'm a fucking espresso, okay? I'm going to change your energy. I'm not a chamomile. I'm a double shot. I'm an Americano on ice, sometimes served hot. You drink me, you're going to feel alive. Some people like to, be chill. I'm not chill, and that's fine. I don't care if you don't want to drink me up. That is okay with me. I just don't want to be liking somebody. The problem was too yesterday. This was all yesterday because today's Wednesday right now. I don't know when I'm going to post this, but went on a date Monday. Yesterday, I was spiraling out because I was like, fuck, I actually like this guy. I was not expecting it. I haven't genuinely liked anyone in a really long time. Even last year when I was dating a lot and there was Teddy and the kid and Baby Shark, the guy that I met the night that my ex posted that caption. I wasn't bajiggity about any of those guys. They were cool. I liked them. It was a good vibe, but I wasn't going crazy over any of them. But this is a guy that I think I could go crazy for. And it felt mutual. So the next day when I didn't hear from him at noon, I was kind of like, okay, let me not like somebody because I don't want to go insane. So by 3:00, I was like, you know what? He probably Googled me. He probably read everything. He's probably horrified. And he's probably scared that I'm going to blast his ass on the internet, and he's probably trying to mind his P's and Q's so I don't tear his ass a new one online. I texted him, I caved, and I said, listen, if you Googled me and it's not something you're into, I totally understand. I'm not going to blast you on the internet. Because here's the thing, I am known to do things like that, but there are a lot of people that I have not talked about on the internet because I have so much respect for them. And even if they were to piss me off or do something terrible, I still would not blast them. It's not like everyone is hanging on by a thread, every man in my life. And if you do one horrible thing to me, I'm going to go blast you on the internet. I'm just not going to do it. So I just wanted him to know that. I wanted him to know you don't need to play any games with me because you're scared. It's a risk. I'm a high risk person to date. I'm not. It's fine. So he responded and he said, stop, with a bunch of laughing faces. And I said he was going to text me and he had something drafted out that he was going to say. He just hadn't sent it yet. And that he liked me and he wanted to take me out, and we scheduled something for Friday, and we'll see what happens. We're going out Friday. I'm into his energy. I'm feeling it. But here was the problem yesterday. And this is a tip. This is a hot tip for my peoples. And this is what I forgot. And I had to remind myself. I have done a lot of fucking work over the past year since the breakup to love myself again, to find who I am, to do all those things. And as annoying as it is to say, do the work. I've done that shit. And I am in a place where I am very happy with myself and my life. And I have things to do and I have a schedule and I have things I do every day. Things I do for myself every day. Yesterday, I didn't do anything for myself. My mind was on the date and what is he thinking? Does he hate me? Is he scared for his life? And I didn't do what I needed to do. So today I woke up and I just got right back on track. And I was like, all right, that was fun. That was cool. I don't care. Back to my life. And now I feel good. And that's what I realized. It's you can't, this could be just me with this, but you cannot put all your energy into another human being. People are people. People are always going to disappoint you. They're going to make you happy. They're just going to be people. And you can't put so much pressure on yourself and on that person when you start liking or start dating. And you need to always invest your time and energy into yourself. So that's what I'm doing today, because this is a new challenge for me. Like, I haven't actually genuinely liked anybody in a minute. And yeah, it's only been one date. Like, I could fucking hate him on Friday. So, but you build up these ideas in your head and whatever. It's fucking crazy. I hate being a girl, but I love it. So yeah, I'm just going back to doing me and reminding myself that even if I do allow myself to open up and be vulnerable with somebody new, if it didn't work out, that's okay. It's okay, because at the end of the day, nothing is forever. Everything in life is temporary. You can fall in love and it could be great, but one day they are not going to be in your life, whether it's because they die, you break up, you die, something is going to happen no matter what. And you always have to be okay being alone. And I'm so okay being alone right now that the idea of welcoming someone into my life to disrupt my peace is like very scary. I just want the person that I actually let in next to be someone that I can be at peace with. And that is the goal. I want it all. I want good sex, and I want the emotional connection, and I want to be at peace, but I want to have fun, and I want it to be exciting. And I think I can get that. And if this person doesn't provide that, and it's like, all right, bye. That's it. So I like him. And that is frightening as fuck. And that's where I'm at. Okay, other news. So my cousin Melissa and I made up. I don't think I ever came on here and really gave the spiel, but like, that video went viral talking about my cousin who basically told me last year I can't do cooking because cooking's her thing. Like, that's all very real and very much happened. And, I posted the whole conversation her and I had, and there are a lot of mixed reviews. Like, she's gaslighting you. She's this, she's that. And at the time she could have been, but prior to that conversation that you saw on the video, we had a very in-depth conversation before that. And I really felt her apology. And we kind of joked about the idea, what if we like kept this drama going online, and like she did like a clap back video for me, and we did that whole thing. And then when we were talking about it more, she looked at me and was like, no matter what, I am in the wrong here. I am the villain of this story. I did that to you. I called you and said that to you, and that is wrong. Like, you are my baby cousin. I love you. I was in a terrible place. I should not have done that, and I'm sorry. And I felt that, and I appreciated it, and that's why we ended up making that video where we went in depth. Melissa Jo Real Recipes, if you didn't know already. We've made up. We talk every day, and I'm really fucking happy. I was very skeptical to post that video because, no matter what, I never turn my back on family. Like, you could literally fucking kill me. I mean, not kill me, but like, you could hurt me really badly, and there have been family members that have. And I'm not going to turn my back on you. I'm just not. It's family. It's blood. That's it. And it took a lot for me to post that video, but I was just at the point where I was so fucking fed up. It's like trauma recycling. I'm going to retell the story, but basically what happened, my sister and I are extremely close to Melissa and her sister, or we were at one point. It was like my family unit, her family unit. My mom is one of 5 women sisters, and Melissa and her sister have been like big sisters to me my entire life. I babysat their kids, fucking changed their diapers. They are my ride or dies. So when this whole thing happened and Melissa called me when my mom just got cancer and told me like I can't do fucking cook online, it was just so weird because I'm like, we've never fought. Like, this is so insane. And then what happened over the next year is like cycles of like her and my sister fighting, and it was just these trauma cycles, and I didn't want to be involved in that. And then we didn't spend Christmas together, and that really broke me because this could, you don't know what's going to happen in life. Like, is there going to be another Christmas where everyone's still alive, So the fact that we didn't spend Christmas together, like, I could cry. I'm actually getting emotional talking about it. Like, it really fucking hurt me bad. And just because Christmas and the holidays are so important to my family, and every year, no matter what, it's like we always get together and laugh and do white elephant and cook all the things and the 7 fishes, and it's like an Italian thing, and it just really fucking killed me to not have that this Christmas, especially like during this time with my mom. So whenever this happened, February, March, when she tried to reconnect with my sister and acted like nothing happened and posted my sister on her Instagram, I was fed up. I'm like, I'm not doing this again. You killed me. Not you specifically, but this whole family. Like, it just really fucking hurt me this year, and I'm not doing this shit. So I posted that video, and I'm really glad I did, because we're close again. And I'm really happy for that, because one thing that made me so sad coming back to Florida for this is not having those people in my life, because she's always just been someone that's like really important to me and that I look up to. And so I'm really happy that I did that, and that it brought us to where we are, which is like closer than we've ever been. Although she's probably still a little scared of me, which is like, duh. I mean, why wouldn't you be? I'm so scary. So that's the story with that. What else is going on? I would love to have guests on the show, and I'm going to start. I didn't want to come back with a guest. I have some people lined up and people I haven't followed through with yet, but I have a lot going on. So I've been working on something tirelessly. This is part of the reason why I haven't done a new podcast episode. I have something that I'm coming out with, and I did all the legal stuff. So I guess I could technically talk about it. But the reason why I'm not is not because it's like a secret project. It's just that I don't want to talk about it. I want to be about it. And I feel like if I talk about it publicly, I won't finish it. And I'm really fucking excited about it. I'm excited for you guys to see it. I've been working tirelessly on this thing day and night, and I just couldn't also throw in podcasting as I was doing this, because my head has been so much in the game when it comes to this project that I've been doing. But I'm trying to be better with time. I'm going to be honest with you right now. I'm still outside. Okay, I went inside for a second. I took a bath. I regrouped. I'm back out here. It is 91 fucking degrees in Florida right now. I'll have you know. I will have you know it's 91 degrees. When I went inside and I took my sweater, I mean, that's being liberal. It was a long sleeve shirt. I took it off and it was drenched in sweat. It was disgusting. I'm now outside in like a fucking wife beater, shorts, and I'm sweating my balls off. But honestly, I fucking love it. Like, if I had to choose, Alanna, they're like, Alanna, you are going to die today. You have to choose between the two of these things. You're going to freeze to death, or you're going to burn alive. I'd be like, burn me up, baby. I want to burn. Yeah, there's like a very strong chance that my podcast equipment's going to burn up, overheat, and we're going to lose contact here, but we're going to go for it because I'm feeling good. I'm sweating and I feel great. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you now. I've been lying. Like, talking about honesty, like, let's be honest. Like, it's not that I've been lying, but I've been withholding some truths about stories. Like, let's be real about what happened this week. Honest to God. Okay, this guy asked me to go on a date on Sunday, right? He's like, let's hang out tonight at 8 o'clock dinner. I was like, sorry, can't. Monday or Tuesday. He's like, Monday, 8 o'clock. I was like, okay, fuck. Okay. In the off chance that I actually like this man, I'm trying to show up correct. Okay. That means I have some work to do. If he's listening to this, everything you're hearing is a lie. None of this is true. But if it's not him, honest to God, this is all the goddamn truth. Okay, so that night, once we made the decision, okay, we're hanging out tomorrow, I was like, okay, it's go time. I get on my phone. I get on Instagram. I start DMing every single fucking hairstylist in the greater Miami and Palm Beach area who can do my hair tomorrow before 8 o'clock. Mind you, to do my hair, it takes several hours. I have extensions. They have to be moved up. I need a few highlights. I need to move up my money piece. I might need a trim. Okay. Then you're talking about blow drying too. Like, this is a process. When you're planning to do your hair, you need like weeks in advance to book your appointment. You don't just do it on a whim. Okay. But I'm out here saying, I got an emergency. I'm making up reasons why I need it done. The truth of the matter is I had a date and I wanted to look good. Okay. I didn't want to come for him to double dutch with my fucking extensions. I wanted to be correct. I find this angel sent from God for me specifically that agrees to do my hair. She's in Fort Lauderdale, which is about 45 minutes from my mom's house or my sister's, wherever I'm at. My mom and my sister split custody of me. I spent half the week at my sister's, the other half with my mom. All right. So we make a deal. I'm coming there. She's going to do my extension, see if she has time to do anything else. She already has a full day. She's coming in early for me. I get there late. Why? Because I can't plan time. I'm horrible. Okay. I wake up early. I leave at the time I'm supposed to leave to get there on time. For some reason, I stopped at Starbucks. For some reason, I found myself on the phone with two of my friends. I was fucking around, taking my sweet time, and I get there late. Like, now I probably can't get a gloss. Probably can't get my hair cut now. Fucked up. My fault. She starts doing my hair. Her next client comes. I go get my nails done while I wait, come back. She finishes. I love her. It looks good. Great. Wonderful. She saves my life. Let me tell you, the top of my extensions were literally yellow. It was neon. Like if you turn the lights off, the top of my extensions are glowing in the dark. Like it's fucking disgusting. I think because I steam every day. This is what she was explaining to me. I don't know, going in one ear out the other. The only thing I could think about was, please, God, when I meet this man tonight, do not let me jump on his lap and fuck him if he's that hot, because I'm so fucking horny. I was losing my goddamn mind. That's all I could think about. I was a hornball. Anyways, she fixed it all. Love her, mean it. Will be returning to her. Let me know if this happens to you. Okay, have you ever seen the movie There's Something About Mary? When he has to jerk off before the date so he can like keep his cool. I literally had to do that. I am a bit of a sexual person. I have stopped watching porn because it got dark. Okay, if you listen to the episode, if you listen back where my friend Yasmin's on, we get into it. I had to take a break. I was like, I'm getting too into this. It's not like... It's like not healthy. It got to a point where it's dark. Okay. If you ever get to a point where you're watching so much porn that it's dark, you need to take a step back. Okay. It's broken energy. You need to reevaluate your life and what you're doing, because porn is not the real deal. So I stopped watching porn. I stopped masturbating. I'm just going to be fucking transparent with you guys. We're being honest here. Okay. This is a safe place. Me and you are here. No one else is listening, like my mom and my potential future husband. Like, forget about those people. This is the honest to God's truth. I sometimes slip into a hole where I'm masturbating a dozen times a day and I'm like, this is insane. Okay, I'm gonna be even more honest here. I don't put anything inside. Like, that's horrifying to me. I reserve that for when there's a man that enters my life. It's just like, the top stuff only, surface level masturbation here. Okay. I was like losing feeling in my clit. Like, I had to stop. I was like, okay, you need to take a break. So, did you hear those trees blowing in the wind? Oh, it's so peaceful and 91 degrees out. It's fucking hell here. So I took a break. Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest again. He sent me a picture of himself where he was looking really good, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I was like literally losing my mind and texting my friends like, if I find him attractive in real life and I get into his car, I literally might jump on his lap, because it's been so long and I'm just like craving the touch of a man. So I had to do it. I had to spank the monkey a couple times. And you know what? It really put me in check. I became a human again. I was like, okay, I can make rational decisions. This is how men must feel all the time, every day. It took me a long time to work up to feeling that like sexually frustrated, to the point where I had to do that so I could be normal. But men must feel like that every day, which is a lot. Like, oh my God, guys, like no wonder they're fucking animals. That was like a crazy feeling. I was like all hopped up on hormones. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. So anyways, I did that and I was like rational, and I was like, okay, great. I can like go and be normal. I also was playing with the idea of getting my lips done before the date. I have not had them done in a very long time. Like, I don't even think there's anything in there anymore. But I just love the feeling of like a fresh injection and your lips are like plump as hell. And I love to live in the spirit of full transparency. I get like a quarter of a syringe, which is like nothing. It barely even does anything. It lasts for 2 seconds because my lips are already naturally pretty full. It's just like a little extra voom, like, like it's sexy. I like it. So I wanted that like voluptuous feeling, because I remember the last time I did it, I just felt so good about myself. And I was like, I want to capture that feeling again. But it is just so risky. I asked probably 1 million people, should I get my lips done on the day of a date? And everybody told me no. And then I went to the injection person and she was like, no, girl, like be so for real right now. No. So I got Dysport in my forehead because I never bruise, but never say never. So I was like, I can get Dysport, and obviously it doesn't kick in for like at least 5 days to a week. So it's like, whatever. It wasn't for him. It was for me, obviously. So I got Dysport. I've never gotten Dysport before. I've gotten Botox. I'm excited to see what happens. I've really stayed away from Bachelor World recently. When I first started doing TikTok, I never wanted to get viral or anything for the show. The reason all that stuff happened, like I've said before, is because my fucking ex-boyfriend decided to fuck half the cast members. So like, here we are. But I've been really happy not being involved in any of that. Like when Courtney Robertson and I were doing the recaps, which I totally would do again when the show comes back. Like, I had fun with her. I love her to death. But this off season has been really nice. And part of the reason why I stopped podcasting for a minute, because I was doing 2 podcasts a week and it was kind of overwhelming. And I was talking to people all the time about bachelor stuff. And I was like, I'm not getting paid by these people. I talked about it before when they were paying me. These people aren't paying me. I don't want to be a bachelor content person. And it honestly sounds really fucking lame and loserish to be like an crazy bachelor producer, to quote Blake Horseman, and talking about the show. Like, I'm not interested, genuinely. If information comes across my desk, which it periodically does, I will share it with you. I have no reservations with that, but I'm not seeking it out. I have dodged and avoided calls and texts regarding the show, and it's been nice. I felt at peace. I was thinking about it. It's just so funny because it's not only The Bachelor, but it's just any reality show. And I'm sure it's like this at your job too. But like anything like that you get into, especially on The Bachelor, they just think, like the people who work on it, that it's like nothing else in the world matters. Like, this is what everyone cares about. Like, excuse me, people are dying. Nobody fucking cares. I mean, people care. It's like crazy how many people care. But like, who fucking cares? Like, who cares? It's so stupid. Oh my God. So I have felt so fucking at peace. Like, I feel so great right now. I just feel amazing. Oh my God, I think it's going to rain. Anyways, what's going on in the news? Let's see. I don't know why. Okay. I'm not even going to look at pop culture news right now because I really, truly don't care. But I don't know why I have this like weird feeling. Sometimes I get a sixth sense about things and it's usually 99.9% accurate, but I feel like Taylor Swift is a lesbian. Okay, hear me out. I can't explain it, but I truly feel like she's a lesbian. I feel like this whole Travis Kelce thing is such bullshit. It's like too good to be true. I have a hard time believing it, kind of like how I feel about Kylie and Timothy Chalamet. It feels like a stunt. I feel like she's a melon baller. I don't know. I feel like she keeps her nails short and she's a scissor sister. I just get a weird feeling about it. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just something I feel for her. If she's not a full-blown lesbian, I think she definitely dabbles and is for sure bisexual. Like, that bitch parties. And I don't know. I mean, any real artist with such amazing talent, like, she is a talent, whether you want to like her, love her or hate her, love it or list it, she's a talent. Okay. And like any true artist, she's a little, like, they're crazy. I mean, think Charles Bukowski, okay? They like to get, like, a little nuts. And I think she's a little nutty. And I think she likes to dabble in the, like, lady pool. I don't know. It's just, like, a feeling I have. And I'm telling you, one day, if she comes out, literally, mark my words, you heard it here first. I mean, someone else might have said it. I don't know. I don't keep up with pop culture. But I'm just saying, I think she's a lesbian. That's just my take. Okay, what else is happening? I'm talking a mile a minute. Goddamn, I'm like a fucking crackhead right now. And I'm literally getting rained on, but it's cool. It kind of feels good. It's like offsetting the heat. Another video of mine that went viral this week was me talking about politics. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't fucking care who wins. We were all here for the 2020 election. That shit was traumatizing. Okay. Need I remind you, I lived near the 3rd Street Promenade or the farmers market in LA, where the epicenter where all the protests were happening. Okay. I will be totally transparent with you right now. I was a fucking diehard leftist when 2020 was happening. Like, I was going so hard in the paint. Like, if you don't say something online, there's a fucking problem with you. Everyone needs to speak up. This is da-da-da. And I was so wrapped up in all of it. Like, I was so fucking wrapped up in it. And I think a big part of it was like the fact that I was in it, geographically speaking. I was literally on the map where everything was happening. And I felt the energy of it. I just felt such a rage for the world when that guy got killed, and it was just really fucking sad. And I mean, what can you do as a fucking lame ass white bitch? I mean, nothing. I was totally out of pocket for things I was saying. I remember posting a story, and mind you, a lot of my family's in law enforcement and stuff. So this is like so embarrassing that I said things like this, but I think I like posted stories that were like, if you're going to be a fucking like police officer and you're not going to take the job seriously, if you want that pension, go be a fucking postman, like take your job seriously. Why are you people doing things like this? And I do stand by that. Like, I think also, I mean, I'm going so all over the place, but like, this is a fact. To be a police officer, you have to take an IQ test, and they generally do not accept people. accept people who have high IQs because they don't want you to question the system. They want you to fall in line, and they tend to hire people who are not intelligent. And it's sad because these people are handed guns. The truth of the matter is, I don't know why I'm fucking talking about this, but like, I think more now than anything, everybody is fucking racist. Like, black people are racist against white people. And like, I understand. I mean, it's just, the world is so fucking corrupt. And all of this to say, 2020 was really insane for everybody. It literally drove me out of the city. I ended up buying a house in Joshua Tree and just fucking fleeting town, and wanted nothing to do with politics or anything because it stressed me out so much that now that history is literally repeating itself in such a close proximity in time, it is so scary that these things could be happening again. First of all, Joe Biden is a fucking old ass man. Trump, it doesn't even matter what he stands for if you agree or disagree. His presence and his image causes such pain and upset in the world that it's just not worth it for him to be president either. And neither of them should be elected president. And it's just so fucking sad that we're in the place again where those are our options. Like, what the fuck? Why are these our options again? Why are we going back in this place? But here's the thing. What people need to understand is this is all a fucking distraction. And the truth of the matter is it doesn't really fucking matter who's president, because it is literally this world. Okay, now we're going down conspiracy lane here, and I'm just going to fucking say it, but like, this world is run by people that we will never see, who have a lot of money, who control everything. It does not matter who is fucking president. And that is one thing you need to understand. Where it matters, where you vote, is like the smaller elections. Presidential election, whatever. They're a fucking prop. They're a puppet. Okay. That's just the truth of the matter. And I'm not voting this year because I don't fucking care. And people can say, oh my God, go third party, da-da-da. No. Unless like some celebrity who actually is intelligent and speaks out on the subject and riles the people, and it gets like millions and millions and millions of views where they're going hard in the paint for a third party, that is the only way there is even remotely a chance that one of those people will be elected. Otherwise, it's not happening. It's going to be Biden or Trump. That's the fact. And everyone just needs to fucking take a chill pill and calm down and stop looking at the things that don't matter. It is a distraction from what we really need to be looking at. And I'm not going to get into what those things are, but it's not the presidential election. And that's all I have to say on that. Okay? Hold on. I need to go inside because I'm literally getting rained on. Pause. Okay. Can I tell you something horrifying real quick? It is raining and I'm so sorry for the sound, but I just have to tell you this. So I just noticed... Fuck this rain. God, it sounds horrible. I'm sorry. I just noticed there's a guy following me on Instagram that I went on a date with in high school, and he like sucked my titties, but like in the most uncomfortable, oh my God, this rain is so horrible, in the most uncomfortable way possible. Like, let me explain this for a second. Okay, first of all, I was like a prude in high school. I don't think I had sex till I was 18. But yeah, a little titty action never hurt anybody. I let this guy take me to a drive-in movie theater. He was a male cheerleader. Okay, so just imagine. Male cheerleader. Let him take me to a drive-in movie theater. I think he was like 2 grades older. So, you know, it was a little forgivable that he cheered. Not really, though. And I let him suck on my titty. And like, when I saw him looking at my story, it was just like a trigger. I was like, oh my God. And I immediately pictured the date and how horrifying it was that he sucked my boob, because the way he did it was literally like open mouth, entire mouth over my boob. Because at the time, I don't think my tits were as big as they are now. And so you could probably fit my entire boob in your mouth. And it was horrifying. It was like, oh my God, this guy, now that I think about it, has clearly never sucked a titty before. Horrifying. And he watches my stories now. And that just mortifies me. And I want to block him. It's gross. I hate this rain. Bye.